Hello, my lovely friends. Uh, Today we're finally gonna do something. We still have two freaking videos to watch. Let me just take a screenshot for the thumbnail. No, I actually don't want views because since I don't have views right now, I'm just doing whatever the fuck I want. As soon as the first viewer comes in, I'm shutting this down if they're not nice, you know. So let's take a serious thumbnail, right? Yeah, I mean the side view looks good. Not this one because there's the monitor's glare. Yeah, let's put the wave in or something. Yeah, and look that side. Eh. Okay. Front view also looks good. Side, like my wavy hair and the wave, they complement each other, right? Looks cool. I look like a girl posing for like attention. Well, that's pretty much what I am right now. But my freaking okay, we don't even want a window. I want like a specific portion. Yeah, let's click that. Show in files. Can we actually, this probably looks even better. Yeah, let's see what looks better. This or yeah, definitely the normal one. So I'm uploading this as a thumbnail if I can do that. I don't know how to do that. Oh, this is how you do that. And we have a thumbnail. I think apart from this video, there's just one other video on which I have a thumbnail. Let me just go check my channel. I haven't even like looked at my channel, the live section. So yeah, oh yeah, it's mostly auto selected, which is fun. It's definitely fun to be talking to myself. A lot of fun. So today I've come back from the gym. It's Thursday night. So getting closer to the weekend. The weekend is going to be fun because not like I am going out to play tennis on the Saturday and then I'm going to a birthday party on the Sunday. It's going to be fun not because of those two things, but it's going to be fun because I'll have a lot of free time even if you factor those two events. I'm just gonna fucking chill, just do this shit like this shit, like the computer shit, skilling up shit, and what do you call it? Just taking it slow, like cleaning up my home, like which is like a fucking garbage bin, worse than a fucking trash can right now. Cleaning up my phone, just like having a nice long bath, doing my freaking laundry, throwing out the fucking garbage, vacuuming, mopping, um freaking I don't know, there's just 10,000 things like bank stuff to do. I haven't gotten a fucking weekend free since I've moved to London. uh it's all been so chaotic, like I've gotten like one or two weekends here and there. It's like insane, like come on, you know and not even this fucking weekend, like there's something this weekend as well. I just want to be done with it. Like, touch wood, because sometimes you don't want that, right? I like when I was in so before London, I was like in Bangalore, and the life there was so slow. I wished for something to happen. So things are happening now, and now I'm like fussy about it. The problem with London also is that, or like outside of India, is that you have to do a lot of stuff on your own. In India, you have like workers, like you have a cook who's cooking food for you, etc. Um, I mean, not that I cook myself, like, but still, like, there's a lot of stuff to do. Even if you don't cook food, it's just not. It's just super annoying. I don't even remember like what tangent I was on. Yeah, I was on the tangent of like it's Thursday night. Weekends close. We are gonna be so fun on the weekend. I'm not talking about the outings. I'm talking about being in home and doing cool shit. Getting your life in order. You can fucking party and socialize like whenever you want. Not that I'm good at it, but because I'm not good at it, I don't want to do that. Always play to your strengths. I'm just kidding. Like, if I think social life is like having a good social life is like one of the best things you can do for yourself. As somebody who is super introverted and has extreme social anxiety, I don't have a great social life, but I'm working on improving it. But like, it has to be at my pace. It's like the way things have been happening. Like, I've been thrust into like fucking, something or the other every fucking weekend, every fucking weekday. Like, ugh. Like, it's like somebody says like go to the gym and like bench press, 200 kgs. Like, what, like, bro, I like, have you seen my fucking muscles? Like, I can't do that. You know, so that's the thing. Like, I do want to improve socially. I need to improve socially urgently. I need to like work on my shit, but like it has to be on my own terms. Now, I'm not saying like I'm gonna go slow. Like, when you need to work on something, you can't just keep delaying it. Like, I have been working on it. Like, even back when I was in India, trying to be more social, going to more social stuff. But yeah, like I said, like it's been annoying as fuck. As much as I'm like of the opinion that you have to live with the chaos of life. You can't just choose your battles, right? The battles are gonna come to you, and you have to like fight them. As much as that has been like, this is just a rant. This is not like advice or like the way I think about things. It's just like me letting my emotions out. That you know, I'm fucking done with this shit. Like, I want to go to places where I want to go to, and I want to slowly build up that social muscle, right? I love the term social muscle way more than social confidence. The reason for that is I legit think, like, when I was younger, like, I used to think social anxiety is something where I mean, it is to like, there's no right answer, right? But like, the lack of social confidence, I used to think it was because you have like these negative thoughts. That's what like therapy teaches us, right? Like, if you have low self-esteem or if you have social anxiety, you're essentially, it's because you have like a very negative view of yourself, or you have like these very negative core beliefs, um, which might be so, like, it might be an observed experience, but that doesn't mean it's helpful, right? So there's this thing called CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, in psychotherapy or whatever, in psychology, which says like, hey, you need to challenge those negative thoughts. Go into social situations where those thoughts come up and just challenge them, and slowly you'll build a more positive or like a realistic picture of the world if you become aware of them and like challenge them by providing evidence instead of just assuming uh, that what your core beliefs and your negative thoughts are saying is true, which is an interesting hypothesis and might even be true, but is it helpful? What I found CBT to be is like, it's just too much overhead, right? It's like thinking on top of thinking. So if you're like in a negative situation, I don't know what tangent we're going in, but I'm in a flow, so I'm just gonna go with it. But like, if you're in a social situation and you have a negative thought, you just like, then you're like, I have to challenge this negative thought. Um, Maybe that's fine. But then I recently read about another type of therapy, which I'm not sure what's the right answer, right? Like, the right answer keeps changing. and it's very circumstantial, and there's no right answers. A lot of times there's just a balance between the top two answers, right? So you need to like learn how to toe that line. But I learned about a therapy which kind of falls in line with my beliefs. Like I actually came up with some conclusions on my own experience, through my own experience, and it turns out there's a therapy for it, right? So it's called acceptance and commitment therapy, where you don't really challenge negative thoughts, you learn to live with them, but you take action regardless. So that's the reason why I love the term social muscle, because it's like going to the gym. Like it's you can't like detach the growing of muscle from the growing pains, right? You're gonna feel sore, you're gonna feel like not going to the gym, etc. So instead of like trying to challenge those emotions, those feelings and thoughts, you learn to live with them, and then you actually start enjoying stuff, right? So this all came from like the social muscle term. I love it. So yeah, I'm planning to like slowly build that up, right? But because I had been thrust into like social situations like the past few months, without my consent, I mean, you can always say no, right? But like I said, I'm also like I'm not an agent of chaos, I'm a victim of chaos. Because I was also a victim of chaos, I just kind of went with it because I wanted, like, saying no to social situations is, I think, worse just because like you're not ready for it. I think that's a very flimsy excuse. So I went with it, and I'm going with things. But yeah, I think it has to come from within. Like you have to be the one who sets the direction. So slowly, I've been working on it because there's just so much on my fucking plate. I've not been able to set like, hey, what is the kind of social life I want, right? Because it's not just about being social or talking a lot. It's more about like what kind of a life do you want to live, right? uh, when I was younger, like I used to see people talk a lot, and I used to be like, oh, this guy is confident, which is not true at all. Now that I've grown older, I've realized like the number of words you say and how confident you are has, I wouldn't say zero correlation, but I've met a lot of people who talk a lot and they're not that confident, and their confidence is very circumstantial. Like in a lot of cases, your confidence comes from your demographics. What I've observed with a lot of people is like, for example, in India, like as long as you're talking in Hindi, they're like super confident. When you switch over to English, they're like, huh. So like it's almost like I feel sorry. Like I'm not even making fun, like not at all. But like it's almost like uh, what the fuck happened? Like it's okay. You can speak broken English, like nobody fucking cares. And then there's people who are like truly confident, and they're gonna fucking speak broken English, and they're gonna be more confident than me, for example, who's fluent. Uh, I know a few of those people who are whose confidence doesn't change demographically, but now that I think of it, like even for those people, like there are places where there are circumstances when their confidence level does dip. So it's confidence is very, very, very demographically aligned. So what you want is, obviously you do want general confidence. I'm not saying like such a thing doesn't exist. It does exist. You want a level of general confidence, but then you also want to figure out like who the kind of people you want to be around, and so you want to start being around those kind of people, and you're going to build confidence in those kind of situations, right? There is definitely a general confidence thing. Whether it's worth getting if you don't have it, like that's up for debate, right? Like life is short, you have to prioritize shit. I don't know if yeah, I don't know, like sometimes I feel like why, like like there's strengths and weaknesses to everybody, and I'm not saying like never try to work on your weaknesses, but like going from weakness to strength is a different thing from like going to weakness to good enough, right? So if you're like introverted or socially anxious, like you could just like still stay introverted but like reduce the social anxiety to a certain extent. Um but anyway, like too many fucking tangents on the social end. It all started from the weekend. Like this today is like Thursday night thing. Today is Thursday night. I'm gonna do some work. Even my job work, like these days, is like kind of interesting. Like I'm kind of getting in the flow of my job work. So tomorrow is Friday. I'm gonna go to the office. I'm gonna do some cool work, and then I'm gonna, just how do I put it? Come back to the come back to my home, and then do some things on my to-do list. I've like been avoiding shit on my to-do list as well. So all that needs to be done as well. A lot of bank stuff, too much bank stuff, and some other things. But yeah, so that's the plan. I said like we're gonna start today, but the thing is, the fucking problem is, I have two videos that I still do want to watch. Right, there's still two videos I need to watch, and the freaking problem is, there's no problem actually. The only problem is like, do I watch them now and have dinner now? Yeah, I think it's already 9. Like, it's pretty late for having dinner, right? So you definitely shouldn't. I shouldn't delay it much further. Um, so that's definitely a thing. So dinner is just like microwave dinner, per usual. Um, uh, what the frick? How do I turn that off? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get back into having dinner, and we're gonna watch a video, and then we're gonna get back to work. Yeah. While it's warming up, I'm gonna just share this. Let's watch this video. How much time is left? 5 minutes, and this is about 10 minutes. So we're gonna go with this video first.
January, we were a team of 5 or 6, 5 team 6. So we've hired 14 or so people in the past couple months. Have not interviewed a single one of them. Like I didn't do any kind of interview. Like it was almost like a cold offer. Did not look at their resume. I actually don't know what most of the people were doing before. I kind of asked them what their current job is just to make sure that if they were interested in leaving or not. But I don't know anything prior to that. And also, a lot of people are very good about being public with their work. They're really good about showing off their work. I've already seen some of their other work before, and to me, that's really all that we care about for what we're trying to do. So hiring in a lot of ways is easy for us, and when we find someone that fits that, it's easy for us to go to them and kind of ask them how much you need to leave your job, and kind of make them that offer. And so it's pretty much always been worth it.
Right. So. Well, I guess one term I've heard in the past is for people who kind of over glorify a lot of certain tech companies or a subset of them, the term like fangsexual. I guess you would not describe yourself as a fangsexual, but I still have to ask, like, when you do see a credential, I mean, certain credentials are worth more than others. Like if somebody's obviously like a creator of a product, then that's, you can attach that to them. But if you just see a credential, whatever tech company, what does that mean to you? And what makes you actually respect somebody? I know you kind of answered that right now, but yeah.
Yeah, so I think ultimately the reality is companies hiring at scale need to do shortcuts, and credentials are a shortcut. Like you just can't do what we're doing if you're hiring 1,000 people in a year, right? But at the end of the day, so that's totally fine, and that's a good practicality of the world. You can do that, but I think technically a credential is an unfair thing in both directions because I'm gonna be totally honest. When I see Google on someone's resume, I think they're probably a terrible candidate for us because I have all these assumptions and biases about what someone that chose that life path looks like, what they care about, what working with them day to day would be like. It probably is unfair. Like I should probably treat them as an individual, and it probably isn't true in most cases. But that's like I have a reflexive thing with that credential. So for me, it's like a negative. Similarly, for anyone that has a positive reaction, it's also unfair because like you don't know anything about their skill or whatever. So yeah, like out of practicality's sake, the world has these credentials. But if I kind of ignore the practicality and I zoom in, like it's not really hard to talk to someone and like get a feel for their actual persona. Maybe some people might struggle with that, but for me personally, like when I have one or two conversations with someone, like I'm either very excited by them or like it's not really like clicking. And again, at our scale, that's totally fine.
Yeah, no, I think that's really interesting because I think I had a feeling that was kind of like your thoughts on that, and I think the only one. I think a lot of people have that kind of thought process as well. People just don't talk about. I asked a lot of people that, and they don't really see the entire picture of the kind of the broad spectrum that there is in terms of like what you can do if you want to be elite or if you want to be seen as like the top of your game and things of that nature.
Yeah, I ultimately, like I said at the beginning, like just show me the end result that you're done. Like you can, if you think you're great and the world's undervaluing you, just doesn't that's great, and I get corrected very quickly. And if you can't, doesn't mean great, then maybe the world gets correctly valued again. Yeah, it's always an option for everyone. Yeah, true. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had. But so I think they can find you on LinkedIn. Just kidding. So we just you can find Dax on Twitter. That's where I think you're most prominent, and you're really blowing up lately. So I would highly recommend everybody get familiar with like a lot of your opinions and thoughts because I think you and the trajectory of open code like this have been things have hit an inflection point lately. I mean, I really appreciate it, and hopefully in the future, I'd love to like have you on again in the future, and I'm really big fan of open code as well. I'm not just like saying that genuinely. No, because obviously us. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I didn't want to make myself look like an asshole, so I didn't say this. But I was gonna say, like, as a joke, I was gonna say, you guys blew up almost exactly at the same time I started thinking about it. So I was gonna say, like, I'm not saying there's any correlation, like correlation equals causation, but I'm just saying.
No, and I watched. I think when I saw you posted, I went and I watched one of your videos like 2 weeks ago. So you're not really ranting. Yeah,
that's fine. I'm sure it's one it was, but I a broad spectrum of it.
It was a really. I don't want to call it serious, but it was the one where you were just kind of when you got like super burnt out and kind of talking about your trajectory. I forgot what it was called.
What's the name?
It was. Yeah, you were talking about how like. You was doing a bunch of drugs.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's always the one people bring up. I'm glad that's the one.
I went and sought that out.
Yeah,
for some reason, that's what YouTube like.
Yeah, I think that's like a big one. A lot of people watching that.
Nice. Yeah, I used to like so on Twitter, like how like you just kind of know people by their thing. So I know this guy's like picture, even though you know what I mean. Yeah, I just updated my own photo based on the stream. Like who are the people I'm following, and are they like verified or whatever? Yeah, we can like still follow them. Dar Hank. Yeah, there's a bunch of people who I would have never thought were like not verified, whatever, bought the. I remember this class. It was so fun. Not so fun, but like I think everybody loves Android security. Like everybody is like, yeah, Android security, even though there's nothing in it. Like there's literally nothing. Not much, at least, in my humble list of opinions. This guy isn't. Is this guy posting? Neither this guy. Ilya Grigorek. I don't know why I remember that name. I remember this bitch. I like contributed to one of her projects as well. Laddie Bird. Sammy, is he active? Antoine. Eli. George is verified. I remember this guy, like I used to follow this guy. I don't know if it's still like active. Is this guy active? This bitch was like in a CDF team. Oh. Yeah, a lot of people are active. Wish I could like what? She's still active. Yeah. Very. I like Eastern European. I mean, I like all girls. Like, I love all ethnicities or races. Sammy. Yeah, I think I need to be on Twitter also because it kind of helps with getting to know shit that's happening. Is this guy? No, he's not active either. What about this guy? I mean, anybody with a dick should be active, right? Yeah, this guy's active. She is also Unicorn Engine Tutorial. Polish. Okay, so now we're gonna watch this video. Then we're gonna get back to work, right? By the way, I've added a to-do item, buy X Premium. You know, that's one of those things we can do for working on the publishing part of things. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just gonna get my food. Then we're gonna So this was, I think, about maybe 500, 600, 700 calories or something like that. Oh, this is actually pretty close. Yeah.
More specifically, a part of you loves everything about your life. The secret to freeing yourself is talking to that part of you. And that's actually self-sabotage. You think you are screwing yourself over, but that's not true. You're giving yourself exactly what you want, but you're not aware of the part of you that wanted it. So the 4 things to remember is, number 1, triggers. Use these when it comes to awareness. When your response is disproportionate to reality, when something takes over, right? Everyone's like, I want to be on stage. I want to express myself. Do it. Can't. Trigger. But the next 3, when it comes to introspection, are the most important. Number 2 is why. Follow the trail of whys. If there's a goal, you're trying to move towards it, and you keep being pulled back again and again and again, why? Number 3, when? When did this first start? And number 4, shadow questions. Why, when, shadow questions is the behind the scenes of all my videos where I'm coaching someone on stage. If you're watching those just for pure entertainment, you are missing out. You should be, 1, sure, watch them for entertainment, see how they impact you, see what resonates. But more importantly, you should be analyzing every single thing that I say through this lens here. Meaning, if I bring someone up, the questions that I'm asking, it's not me guessing, like, oh, what about this? Or it's not coming from me. There are a couple, sure, like, how do you feel about you? That might open it up. But every single thing that I ask after that comes from the client. It's based off something they said or something that was implied in what they said. Okay? So let's just say, for example, someone is like, I just keep trying to achieve success and I just can't. I keep procrastinating, right? I try and I just fall back into old habits. Guaranteed a lot of you have experienced this. Well, what's most mainstream advice? You need to double down on productivity. You're just not being productive enough. You need to work on your mindset. What I would ask is, why is success not for you? Why don't you want success? That is a shadow question. Now, the default reflex you probably experience is, well, of course I do. What are you talking about, Julian? Of course I do. I just said I have trouble being successful. That's the conscious answer. But what if there's another part of you that doesn't want it? That's a shadow question. It's talking to that part of you. It's like playing the devil's advocate. Everything you hate about your life, what if a part of you loved it? Well, hey, step 1 to freeing yourself is understanding why that part of you loves it. No? I feel miserable all the time, Julian. Why do you love feeling miserable? I don't. Bullshit. That's the right answer, not the real answer. What if a part of you does? Talk to it. What is that part of you getting out of you feeling miserable? That's a shadow question. Once you identify it, then you can let go of it. And what you'll see is I will do a quote-unquote dance between all of this. Every single thing I ask someone on stage is either a shadow question. Hey, when? When did this first start? Oh, I'm anxious. Okay, when did you first start feeling anxious? You weren't born this way. You weren't an anxious baby. Like, I'm too scared to cry for milk. Never. And why? Follow the trail of whys because it allows you to go deeper. I'm anxious. Why? And I'll do a dance between all 3. Why? Shadow question. When? Why? Shadow question. Why? And that's the dance. View my videos through that frame. You'll be like, whoa, I now see the matrix. But the most important thing is then take it and do it to you. Every single breakdown you see on stage is just an example of the type of chess moves that you must do with yourselves. And also, this is something that you'll come back to again and again and again. Meaning, for example, here we did some, then you have to combine it with letting go. The more you let go, the more you blast through different layers of resistance. Then you can do another passive shadow questions, and you might access even deeper things and you let go and come back to it. So it's a whole process. So don't be like, it has to be perfect the first time. No. This is just introspection. And one other thing, be willing to sit in the nothingness. When you hear a question, if no answer shoots up, don't try to force one, just wait. And maybe that day, nothing comes up. But if you just spend 5 minutes, okay, nothing today, let's move on. Tomorrow you do the same thing, nothing. You're creating that open space for eventually something to come up.
Now, before things start getting intense here, if you're looking to go through a similar process yourself and receive direct feedback from me personally, no matter where you find yourself in the world, then click the link below this video right now and apply for online coaching. This is my signature program, so click the link and I'll see you in there.
And by the way, this here, again, it doesn't get fully to the cause, because like we talked about, and we're going to get to that too, you still have to know how to let go. But this is the awareness. Letting go isn't just like, let's take a few deep breaths. Oh, you got to talk to those parts of you and identify what exactly to let go of. Yeah.
I get what the why does. I
Mhm.
get what the shadow person do.
Yes.
What does the when actually do?
So the when goes back to the earlier or earliest experience. Meaning, say, well, here's an example, right? When I was younger, like I said yesterday, I was extremely shy, extremely introverted, massive social anxiety, and a huge insecurity for me was showing interest in someone that I liked. Meaning, and I've, it's like, that's so many people. I remember in school growing up, I think it was like 4th grade, I had a crush on a girl, okay, in my small little Swiss village. And guess what happened? People found out. Now, what happens, especially kids when they find out? Julian and Sally sitting in a tree. Oh, that's what he likes, Sally. Oh, Sally, do you know he likes you? The Julian guy there? For me, that was not happy. That was not fun. It felt like death. Literally, that was like, oh my God, this is my worst nightmare. Which is insane if you think about it, right? Versus, yeah, I like her. Versus, no, I like no one. No one. Cut it off. No one. Of course. But for me, it felt traumatic. And that's the thing with past trauma. No matter how good your childhood was, all of you have trauma. But the thing is, we look back at our childhood with our adult perspective. For child you, guess what? For me, that moment was my first worldwide media scandal. I was canceled by the world. Is that true? Not accurately. But for my limited perspective in 4th grade, that school, that classroom was my world. I was not thinking beyond that. And if the entire world is mocking me, I'm going to die. It's over. I'm ostracized from society. Not true, but it felt that way. So, what did I do? The aspect of me that showed interest in someone, let's take this because it's threatening our survival now, and let's get rid of it. So we just own it. Then, I'm going to avoid any situation externally that might have this come up, and I will never embody this again. So, and that was funny too. It even led later on with me working on social skills. Do you want to know the first kind of mindset I had is, if I learn social skills, I'm going to be able to get into a relationship and talk to someone without them knowing that I like them. It's the same trauma-run thing, right? So with that, as an adult now, you might be thinking, okay, I'm triggered to show interest in someone. If you do when, you ask yourself, when was the first time I felt this? And the further back you go, the more to the root you go. But one little caveat with that, there are times where you will not remember. And that's okay too. With that when question, it's not about pinpointing the first time, which I've also seen with clients where they know the first time. It's like, that was the first time, but it's still there. This is just awareness. Perhaps the first time was before you could even form a proper memory. Or for any of you who have experienced like crazy trauma, right, capital T, you might even store that memory differently or just be completely blocked off to it. Perhaps your first experience was birth. Do you remember that, everyone? Hey, even a baby, a few months old. Do you have a perfect picture of memory? You can't even see beyond this. So it's not about like how we logically think, okay, I need the picture perfect memory. Just think of this as accessing deeper sensations. Because in the end, letting go always comes down to feeling. So just asking, when did I first experience this? Not about finding it, but putting yourself in that mindset can bring up deeper sensations. Okay, and the when can be applied to multiple things. So you could start with, okay, when did you first feel with this example, the need to smoke? But then it might be around the parents. Okay, when did you feel around the parents? So feel free to throw this one in whenever. And there's no right or wrong way to alternate between these, by the way. It's just view it as whenever you get stuck at a level. So maybe you do a shadow question and you get an answer. Then you can do why, and then you're stuck. Okay, let's throw in a shadow question. Nothing. Let's throw in a when. So play around with it. And with the whys, the most important thing is go deeper, not wider. So say we take, I'm afraid of rejection, right? Why? And that's unique to you. Well, if I'm rejected, here's going wide. If I'm rejected, people won't like me. Okay, but you kind of said the same thing, just in different words. As opposed to, well, if I'm rejected, it means that there's something wrong with me. Okay, why is that bad or scary? Well, then if I'm alone, no one will ever love me. So always try to go deeper, not wider.
Now, what you just watched here is just a small.
I mean, I love this guy. He's super confident. I agree with a lot of what he does and says. I'm like subscribed to him with notifications on. I don't agree with a few points. Like one of the points I don't agree with is I think he attributes a lot of this stuff to things that happen to you. And I think from my personal experience, a lot of it is it's just not about trauma. It's not about the environment or your upbringing. I personally think a lot of it is genetic. So he's like, when you were born, were you shy of like, getting fed breast milk from your mom? I'm like, maybe not that, but there has been plenty of evidence that there has been plenty of research into how, introversion, extroversion, social anxiety, a lot of these mental things, they kind of pass down. So I think he kind of underplays the genetic part. I think that's not true. And it's not just like if your parents were this way or whatever, like genetic does not mean that you'll be exactly like your parents, right? Two siblings can be very different. And even if your parents are like super extrovert, I haven't seen this. That's the reason why. I mean, I have seen this sometimes, but a lot of times, like it's really the environment. Like, it's really just the genetics. If your parents are a certain way and their behaviors are also a certain way, you're gonna, learn to be that way. So a huge component I feel is like I personally think it's just kind of pointless going into the why and the when. Shadow questions are kind of interesting. The reason I watched this whole video was like because in the first few minutes there was this part where he talked about how you're not able to achieve something, and so there's the part of you that doesn't really want it. I kind of agree with that. Shadow questions, I think it's fine, but then again, like I said in the beginning of this stream, I personally think it's just kind of pointless to get into the why, the thoughts, challenging them, like trying to overturn them or whatever. I just think like I've tried a bunch of shit. Like I've listened to a lot of his videos. I know another guy. His name is Matt NG Ing. Matt, I don't know. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. But this guy, I'm not sure if he talks about it anymore, but in some of his previous videos, he used to talk about how he went to this guy. He kind of realized that a lot of it is just doing shit, right? It's not, I mean, it is in your head, but to get out of your head, you have to get out of your head. What I mean by that is instead of these mind exercises, you have to start living your life, right? And that's what I've experienced. Like the best phases of my life have not been like trying to fix my mind. They've been trying to live life. And like if there's a social opportunity, I go for it. Despite the anxiety, despite the scaredness, despite the tiredness, the laziness, or whatever. So if you're not a very social person and your goal is to be more social, just be more social, right? Just do it scared, right? So that's, I literally have that on like my phone lock screen. I'm not sure like you'll be able to see it, but like in the bottom, you know, I can just put whatever words I want. And my thing is like, just do it scared, do it tired, right? Whatever you want to do, whatever you stand for, you have to just do it, right? Now, I'm not saying like, I'm not really saying that never deal with your thoughts. So that's where like acceptance and commitment therapy, I think it's amazing that's where that comes in. So acceptance and commitment therapy, what it does is it also like kind of teaches you to deal with the thoughts, right? And I'm pretty sure like it's similar to what Julian talks about in his letting go stuff. So yeah, this guy, he went to Julian's seminar and whatever. I think he went back to just like looks maxing. I personally think looks maxing is amazing. Like live the life you want, right? Instead of like trying to be somebody else, right? And I'm not saying like Julian is teaching that. Julian is definitely not teaching being somebody else. He's teaching you to be
There is a payoff.
the most authentic version of yourself. So I love him for that. And I've taken a lot of things out of his teachings. Like a lot of his questions are freaking amazing, right? I guess those are shadow questions as well. So one of his questions that I love is like, what are you hiding, right? So a lot of times, like if I'm in a social situation and I'm like scared, I'm like, why am I scared? Like, what am I hiding, right? And so there's a lot of these questions that he asks, a lot of these tools. I find them super useful. But in the end, I'm of the opinion the way you live life is you have a set of values, right? You have something you stand for, right? Now, I'm not using the word goals specifically because I've been that route, right? I've been that route of trying to live life by goals. Like you set a goal and you try to achieve it. I personally think it's kind of pointless. You can use goals as a way to set your direction and your values. What I mean by that is like, if let's say your goal is like, I want to get a girlfriend, right? You use that to figure out what is the kind of person you will need to be day to day, right? So if you want a girlfriend, what you would want is like figure out what is the kind of girl that you would want to be in a relationship with, and then figure out where and how you would find that girl, and what is the kind of person you'd have to be, and what are the kind of actions you'd have to take to meet that kind of a girl. So, and then you kind of forget about the goal. So yeah, coming back to the flow, my flow, the way I think of it, about social confidence, about your work life, about your health, whatever, is start from the goal, figure out what your values are, then forget about the goal. Now take the values and start taking action on them. And when you feel scared, when you feel tired, when you're like all these emotions are coming up, you learn to let them go and you keep taking the action. But taking action, values oriented action, is essential. You can do all of this shit, right? Like all of the fucking 4 steps, you can keep doing them your entire life. It's not going to solve a thing, right? You need to take action. I remember seeing one of Julian's videos where he was like, the difference between me and everybody else was like, I took action. So he also knows that action is the main thing. Sometimes he disagrees with that. So that's where I kind of stray. Like, so yeah, I disagree with him on 2 things. One, that, it's something that happened to you. No, I think like it can be genetic. Anyway, like I think it's out of your control. I personally think getting into the weeds of it is kind of useless. As somebody who's been through it, I'm like super freaking aware of like why I am this way, what happened, what are the things that happened through my life, etc. I have a very good idea of the why behind it, of the when behind it, of my triggers. I know all this shit. Like I've been through that. I know it doesn't work. And so that's the first thing I disagree with, which is like it's something that happened to you and you need to kind of unravel that. You don't really. All you need to do is like, and the second thing is I mean, those are the two things. I mean, I kind of merged them together. The first thing is like it's genetic, and the second thing is like instead of, so he's like a lot into letting go meditation. I mean, I'm not saying like don't do that. Like acceptance and commitment therapy also talks about like letting go. So there's mindfulness there. I think mindfulness is pretty amazing if you think about it. If you haven't, if you don't know about mindfulness meditation, it's just becoming aware of your thoughts and like instead of getting fused with them. So there's this concept called diffusion in ACT, where you just like kind of let the thought come and let the thought go, like diffuse yourself from it. The way you do it is like there's a bunch of diffusion techniques. One of them is, which I like the most, is like you just kind of become aware of the thought, like put it into words and just like say those words, that thought, basically in a funny voice in your head, like a Mickey Mouse voice, or say it in like Donald Trump's voice, something like that. And it just it really becomes really funny. I especially love like Mickey Mouse's voice. Like when I have like a thought like, oh, they're not gonna like me, I just say that in like Mickey Mouse voice. I'm like, what the fuck was I even thinking? Like that's a stupid thought. So I love those techniques, but those techniques also come secondary, right? The first thing is taking action, taking values oriented action. Values oriented is also the key word. It's not goal oriented. It's not just taking fearful action. It's not just just taking action. It is values oriented action that matters, right? So yeah, those are the three steps, right? Figure out your goals, derive your values from your goals, forget about your goals, starting action based on your values, start letting go of, or like start diffusing the thoughts that come to your mind when you take that action, and that's it, right? The key thing here is action, right? I love like that quote in Dark Knight, like one of the Dark Knight movies, where Batman says like it's not who you are underneath, but what you do that defines you. And I totally agree. Like you have to do shit, right? Whatever you think, whatever, none of that matters. And I think a lot of who you are and who you think you are is kind of shaped by your actions. Instead of like sitting in your room and thinking about, oh, this happened to me when I was a child, etc. And I think Julian also kind of suffers from survivorship bias. Yeah, I'm not like trying to downplay his shit. Like I'm pretty sure he had all that social anxiety and had all that introversion, etc. But yeah, he's not a very deep thinker. Like I don't think he's like covered all cases. Like he definitely has that energy, but like I really don't think he definitely has that energy, and he has knowledge, and he's well intentioned, um but yeah, I disagree. Just in simple words, in 2 words, all I can say is like I disagree with most of what he does, but sometimes like I watch every single one of his videos because that's what I want to be. I want to be socially confident. So it's just kind of fun seeing the way he deals with people, and like the people who come up and like when they're kind of scared. So yeah, I like that part of it. But yeah, in the end, I would say just take action towards your desired values, and let go of the thoughts, and that's it, right? Action being the key, the central part of it. So yeah, we're done with we're done with we're done with random shit. Now we're going to work. Finally, we're gonna work, and we're still not working. We're actually just like still planning, right? Which is not work. Planning is not action, by the way. Planning is not action, but still, it's a step, right? It's better than watching YouTube videos for 2 hours. Um, so we're gonna get into that. Let me just come back in a minute. All right. We also have a chocolate today, obviously included in the calorie budget for the day. That's nice. Oh, that would actually be a good post. Before I forget it, I'm just going to write it down. Non-popular. I'm going to come back and explain what I mean by that. So yeah, if I do want to continue with doing something on one of these projects, which are like related to Nando Tetris, I could. What's interesting is like working on these languages with LLMs. It would definitely be interesting, for sure. That's an interesting project. Asking LLM to reverse engineer. I think that would be kind of difficult, right? But what if it does that? That would be insane. That would be an interesting article. It could be a fucking research paper. Nah. There's a bunch of interesting things that can be done here. Let's go to ChatGPT. I'm working towards global talent visa endorsement. Still have major gaps in public recognition. How do I copy them? I feel doing stuff related to my work, architecture, and will be risky as that helps with my are some promising avenues? Yeah. Okay, before we do some more GDB things, I'm not that interested in going back to CDFs, if I'm being super honest. Let's actually rank them in order of what I want to and should do. Like, let's rank them in order of what I should do, right? So, CDFs, I'm not that interested. The reason CDFs would kind of help is because I already have some stuff on it, so it was just going to build on top of it. Yeah, one thing you could do is like, okay, let's just vote 3. I think it's going to come in 3. Yeah. So this is one thing you can do. Is or one more thing you could do is take Obsidian and convert to a CDF agent. That would be an interesting idea. So the reason CDFs would help is because I have some idea on it. Okay, this is something that I've thought of. I don't know. This looks. Oh, this is by Mozilla. Wait, is it open source? Wait, this Mozilla AI. How do I not know about this shit? Research, disclosures, blog, submit a vulnerability. Interesting stuff. Let's just. No, I just want to continue in browser, bitch. I want to keep updated on, sure, programs and opportunities from Mozilla. Sure. Not really. Nah, that's it. That was easy. Gen AI bug bounty programs. It's kind of interesting. I'm not that interested in bug bounty itself per se, but maybe it turns out to be interesting over time. Who's this bitch? Thinking machines. Oh. Mm-hmm. Write a CDF agent. This is interesting. Are these how old are these? It's about a year old. Yeah, so Kraken is, I don't know. Submit. Yeah, it's kind of old. I think this is a better thing to look at. How do I add a folder? AI stuff. This is also AI, kind of. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what this is. Purchase PDF. Who are these people? Yeah, are there more? China. Definitely interesting. Do you have the code? They must have it on GitHub or something, right? Is it? I don't know if these are the people. Okay, fuck that. What are your full names? I don't know. But if this was the paper, they would have mentioned it. Yeah, they would have mentioned it. Yeah. This is definitely not a bad avenue. I was like, nah, this is not good. Maybe not the mentoring angle because yeah, I'm out of it. Yeah, these things I don't know what they mean, but the two things, the one thing that I mentioned here, I don't know what any of this means, but this one thing can be done, which is basically either like we make it into an agent, or one more thing we could do is place now CTF, upload right on the CDF front and GitHub. Right, this is one of those things that can be done. And the best thing about it is you have kind of history, right? You have history art. So yeah, this can be one thing that you do. The one thing that I'm the least likely to, I want to do this because also, no, this is definitely not something that you want to do. An agent that tries to evade detection, yeah. And there's a bunch of shit that, see, bot detection is my job, and I've been like on it for the last fucking 4 years. So there's just so much I can write on this, but it's my fucking job. I can't write on it. So that's the main problem. Bot detection, maybe we can like kind of break it down, you know. So I'm gonna like actually put it in a separate section and say maybe if you can distance it from your job, maybe some subsection if you can distance it from your job. So that's something that we need to figure out. Like, can we do that? There's definitely stuff to do. Like, there's no scarcity of stuff that I can do. For example, obfuscation, right? Now, obviously, that too is related to my job, but not so much. Like using AI to kind of, no, that'll be too close to my job. Yeah, maybe working on web browsers is one thing. Yeah, it's kind of related to the job, but writing my own crawlers and that kind of shit is like definitely not a good thing. Maybe infra. I don't know. This is one thing. Yeah, this is a lot. There's a lot that can be done potentially. A lot of this stuff is just trash. Again, like there's a lot of stuff you can do on the agentic side. Maybe if you can like decouple it from your work, right? This is definitely an interesting topic. I want to look into this. I think this is the same thing, I think. JS. JS might actually be I don't know. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, this is deobfuscation stuff essentially. So this comes under this. I don't know. This is kind of tricky, right? Kinda. Some of this stuff is just AI, so it's not really related to bot detection. So we need to take it out. Yeah. Anubis. Was this? Yeah, this is stop. Again, this is kind of difficult. I think most of this is like too close to my work. Links for what? Links. Yeah, this is pointless. So all of this is kind of obfuscation related. These two are also maybe kind of obfuscation related. I forgot what this was for. Yeah, this is kind of obfuscation related. Project one. No, this is kind of not. You could do like JS stuff. Honestly, I don't know like what I'm gonna do with it. So it's just up in the air. Like all of these things are just not that. So I have like extracted the stuff that I can do, right? I think most of it is like in some sense or the other, like related to obfuscation. You definitely cannot talk. FP scanner. This is one of those things which could like help you with your freaking LOR, right, from Anton. Do something closer to your job work. Keep momentum. But maybe something that's infra. Browser extensions. Again, doing stuff where you're checking for fingerprinting is like, again, super fishy. I mean, coming from fuck. This is definitely an interesting article. But yeah. So what we're gonna do is just put this all in archive. Put all of this in a toggle. All of this is definitely, there's a lot of cool shit in there. And I wouldn't like just forget about it. But definitely let's just not lose focus, right? I don't think any of this is far away from work. Right? A lot of this is super close. Yeah. Yeah, these two things are, I don't know, these are just something. Yeah. Okay. So this is obfuscation stuff. This is definitely not like, let's just call it job related because it's not really archive. Job archive. It's not really archive. It's interesting. It's just so close to the freaking job that makes it difficult. So is there any other thing like, nah. You definitely cannot do anything to do with like either bot detection or bot anti-bot, right? So all of that stuff is kind of tricky. Obfuscation is definitely the easiest, in my opinion, thing to target because it's just so, what do you call it? It's yeah. Ugh, my OCD is like triggering hard. Yeah, this is definitely job related. I don't know what to do about this yet. So obfuscation, yeah, we're there. Bot crawling infra. That is the hardest. You can't do that. Deobfuscate, test on. Record research. I don't know, what the fuck is this? Infra. I think obfuscation right now is the biggest thing. One more thing is web browsers, right? Or JS, yes. I don't know, like, yeah, if you're going away from what you do at work anyway, maybe at that point it's just not worth it. But yeah, we will see how it goes. We don't really need to like kind of stick to this stuff. But yeah, obfuscation is at the moment the easiest thing we can do. Even though obfuscation is still very close to work, right? Still super close. I'm gonna put this here as well. And yeah. So this is one thing that we can do. LORs aren't exactly projects, so I need to figure out what to do of this section. Same here, like some of these things, they don't really mean anything. Need to be sorted out. You might think we're wasting a lot of time on like just note taking and moving things around, but I need that mental map. I can't just like jump into shit, right? I need it personally. Let's just clean shit up. It's called AI. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of shit to clean. Let me just come back in a moment. Okay. Nice. Time for some serious shit. I should have actually just changed into my. Yeah, I'm just gonna go change. Okay. Ow, fuck. There's also a social habit. This is the key there. Yeah, there's just so much fucking stuff to do in life, bruh. You can't do everything. Ugh. Seriously, it's. Okay. Okay. Choose what to do. Yeah, agentic stuff is definitely interesting. I don't know what I would do in this though. Yeah, this is just a tip. All of these are like kind of tips. I don't know about Ladybird. So, oh yeah, I mean, I can put it in the browser thing in here, right? Or let's just put it here. Doggo. To enjoy socializing like Eric. Yeah. So we have plugin for what though? I don't know. That could be open source software that companies use. Okay. Interesting. Not that interested in vulnerability research or AppSec, but whatever. So I was just like Ladybird related. Bloody bird. Yeah, I've always been interested in the whole project, everything about it. It's just amazing. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Right. So there's definitely tips. Not amazing tips, but like where else am I gonna put them? And they're okay. They're not bad tips. I need to delete them. There's of course desired job openings. The whole fucking problem now with job openings is like desired job openings is like it's kind of gonna be related to the thing I'm doing. Although there was this Google job that was not exactly what I was doing. So this is an interesting. So I work on like network and like web-based forensics, but you know there is whole space forensic stuff as well, right? This would actually kind of link with AI, you know. Link with AI sandboxes. So AI sandboxes are also huge, right? They're huge these days. So, I mean, honestly, there's nothing new in any of this, but still, this could kind of link to that. So that would be interesting. So the rest of the like desired job openings are kind of like, just okay. This is gone. I don't know. Or did I copy the wrong link? Yeah, this is okay-ish. Like it's browser related. You can put it in this. There's also an interesting one. Definitely. I guess it's gone as well. It was like bot detection, which is like obviously, I know it. I know it. It's like general detection. I legit don't know what to do with this. Let's just move it here. It's not really job related. Whatever. Yeah, now big thing is like getting letters of recommendations, right? So what you really need is people who can give that to you. Now, of course, like the work precedes that. Like you need to do cool shit, but also like a big issue is like, of course, I can get LORs from people at my work, but does it? Does that mean I get to I don't know. Yeah, I think I need to ask ChatGPT that. This is another one. Contributing to existing high visibility projects. I don't know. Let's just call it GitHub and like fucking push that in it. Interesting. I do want to visit Hacker News. I'm going to do that in a bit. GPT 5.4. That is insane. What? Didn't they just release 5.3? Did they not just release GPT 5.3? Or was it last year? Maybe it was last year. Oh, 5.3 was just Codex. Is it there in the window? Oh, it is there. Nice. Interesting. This is kind of funny. Like, this is so weird. Like, what are they like? What are they commenting on? Like, what the fuck is wrong with Hacker News? Like, what? Like, you're bitching about like a chat box. Then you're bitching about like I hate like Sam Altman and OpenAI as much as anybody else. Like, I mean, I don't hate him, but it's like yeah, it's kind of annoying. Like, how it's like just a product now instead of like research. But like what? Like the naming and the fucking chat box? Like come on, like talk about the fucking I don't know, capabilities or some shit. This is annoying as fuck. Like what? Yeah, exactly. This is nitpicky as fuck. Like you can't count from like 5.1, 2, 3, 4. Even the previous, like now it's simpler, but I legit did not get like the previous thing. Like you can't like figure out like O3 is like a reasoning model and 4O is different from O3. Like sorry. The reasoning models are different from like the non-reasoning. Like it's just fucking annoying. Like, come on, bro. Like how would you name it? Like people keep fucking yeah. Yeah, this is the kind of question or like the comment you would want. Like he's at least talking about shit, right? Like the price or whatever. Like, come on, Hacker News. Like I need to like download like both of these comments. Like, what? Annoying as fuck. Oh, I've fuck. Sorry, I was not even sharing like the window. Where the comments are CTF agent. Do I really care about this? I mean, I've already bookmarked it, so like, fuck it. Yeah, is Medium still a thing? I don't know. Is it? I mean, I don't like the. He's a good follower. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would say definitely work on something that, first of all, that you like, and second of all, that you think you can do for a long time. And obviously, you don't want to do something so difficult that you cannot complete it. But like, what the frick is this? Yeah. Okay. That is interesting. This looks like a very well built repo, but what the fuck is this shit? Like what? What's happening here? I mean, I'm also okay with like this kind of criticism, right? This is the kind of shit that nobody likes. I mean, but like talking about the naming convention and the fucking like chat box UI bug. What? Nice. I'm gonna upvote that. Yeah, what the fuck is this? Cybersecurity AI? What? This is such a shit thing. I don't get how they have like 7,000 stars. Like what? What is it? Like I don't get it. Like whoa. Bug bounty ready cybersecurity AI is like like what are you what? Upgrade. This is definitely a scam or something. Like not a scam, but like I don't know. I feel like at least half of those stars are probably just fake or like even look at that fucking research paper, like the world's best CTFA. Like what? Milestones. Yeah, I saw this. Like But I guess if on the scoreboard they're at the top, then that means something. It definitely means something. Yeah, all of it has to mean something. I just don't know what it means. Like I don't know who these guys are. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care. Fuck you. I mean, like, it's not clear what you do. I'm not hating on. I mean, I am hating on the fucking readme. Like, what? It's just like made to look pretty. Like you can tell, it's made to look pretty. And again, like, it's just insane. Like, I mean, maybe my bullshit detector is like a false positive. Maybe it's actually good, but it at least smells like bullshit. I don't know what it actually is. There's just so much words. Actually, the best way to like figure it out would be just go to the paper through which I actually got to it first, right? Like, let's actually read this paper. Actually, let's just join the Discord as well. Let's join it. It's a small Discord. I mean, considering the number of stars, it's a small Discord. Are CDFs obsolete? In 2025, I mean, first of all, this is not. I mean, okay, I'm not. Okay, before hating, I'm gonna read, right? Across 5. So I don't know Hack the Box, right? So I don't know Hack the Box. If I see a CDF that I know to be prestigious and they say that they won at it, then I will seed. But none of these CDFs I've heard of. Now I know Hack the Box is good, but I don't know what's Hack the Box AI versus humans. Dragos, no, I don't know. UWSP, I don't know. Neurogrid, I don't know. Neurogrid, let's just search for it. This is also a Hack the Box thing. I'm not very familiar with Hack the Box, so I'm not gonna like trust it outright. I'm more familiar with like open CDFs that you see on CDF Times. So anything like DEF CON or any conference CDF, of course, but also like the strongest teams that you. I don't know. Let's just skip this shit. How do I skip what's required? Let's just do CDFs. Blue teaming. Yeah. Sure. It claimed the top prize. So $50,000 is like definitely not a small amount. So again, like money speaks, right? Even when deliberately paused, like this is such a fucking like again, like my bullshit detector is like, bruh, come on. That's not how it works. You don't deliberately pause it mid competition. Or if you do, this is not how you frame it. Like it maintained top tier rankings, critically has achieved dominance through a specialized alias fund model architecture. None of this is like clear. Like, what did you fucking do? Who are these people? I don't know. I mean, if you're like really like the top CTF AI, like why not like play in a top CTF? Like, well, what are these CTFs? Like, I don't fucking know. Like, I mean, yeah, this is the biggest fucking thing. Like, you won 50K, so definitely, I'm not gonna lie. That's something that I don't disagree against. But then again, like, I don't know. Okay. You keep talking about the competitions, but like that's not research. That's I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe it's not like a research paper. It's more like a report. In which case, I get it. I mean, yeah, you just have to say that you fucking won. You don't have to keep showing the fucking scoreboard and timeline. Like, I don't know. Let's search for this CDF. Maybe this is something that. Okay, this is. Let's see. Wait, what was it? UWSP Pointer Overflow 2025. This is a zero weight CTF. Like, what? This is insane. This is like. So, weightage of CTFs is like. Now, I've been off CTF time for a while, but weightage of CTFs is like how good CTFs are. And you start with like a 20 rating, right? So, weight or whatever. Yeah, so like look at this. Like why does that CTF has like 0? Oh, what? Ah, the Kryptonite CTF. Wait, what? Is this by my team? Wait, who is hosting this? Wait, this is weird. Come on, don't. It's small enough to fit in the. Definitely not these things, I guess. These 3 things should be fine. Join our Discord. Yeah, this is definitely not. Continue to Discord. So this is like somebody else. I thought this was my college's CTF team, but this is something else. Which is okay. I thought Nalcon used to be in like yeah, sure, bitch. I thought Nalcon used to be in like September or something. Yeah, this is a trash CTF. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, what was your rank? Like, what is this paragraph? Like, do you learn anything from this paragraph? Like, what? Is this a fucking novel? Are we reading a fucking story? Like, what? It's such a bullshit thing. Like, come on. oh, at the beginning of the CDF, like these teams had like thousands of points. Like, bruh, points don't mean anything. Like, the fucking 15,000 points could be like 1.5. Like, oh, they had like so many points. Oh, entered extraordinarily late. Like, bitch, it's a zero weight CDF. Like, this fucking price is like, I don't know, pocket change. Like, come on. Despite entering when leaders had accumulated points over 7 weeks. At this point, like, my bullshit detector is like saying maybe the hack the box shit that they've pulled, maybe they were the hosts, or like it was like the same person who hosted the CTF and the cash prize, and the same person who was like setting the shit service. I don't know. Like, maybe it's real. I don't know, but CI demonstrated explosive velocity. Like, bitch, this is not like, come on. CI should reach peak rank 14. Peak rank. There's no such thing as peak rank. I was the first one who saw the first challenge in like let's say Google CTF or like DEF CON. I was peak rank 1. I mean, okay, I get that's a difficult thing as well, but then you came 21, so you were here. Okay, let's see if you're doing something. Okay, no other fucking CTFs. Tasteless CTF. I think this is as deconstruct. Maybe it was like, so tasteless is like a good CTF, but you got like 58 on it, which is not bad. Oh, but it's just 1 point. Okay. No, that's bad. And who the fuck knows, like, that 1 point was like through maybe a person. And this is, I don't remember this one. Something like, no, that was decompetition, not deconstruct. There's something in 2019 as well. So I don't know. This is insane. This is such bullshit. Like, and again, like, they're showing these graphs as if like there's some research graph, like, ooh, like, this is the fucking scoreboard, bitch. Like, people, like, don't you have fucking integrity? I don't wanna sign up to hack the box, but come on. Okay, finally we have system architecture. I don't know, like, maybe I can dive deep. Like, I definitely don't want to, but maybe I can dive deep into it and like it's bullshit. That's kind of sound like bullshit. Like, probably like whatever the fucking augmentation or like selection of like model, and like maybe it helps, but I highly doubt that they're doing anything that has any tangible benefit over like just using the state-of-the-art model. And probably the proof is in the pudding, because otherwise they should have shared a baseline, you know? There should be a baseline on have they shared it? A baseline of just using like a like state-of-the-art model versus whatever the fuck they're doing here. That would be like key. Like, that's the whole point of fucking research, is like you're doing something on top of what's already there. Like, if you're not even comparing that, like you're fucking like sharing like scoreboards as like these fancy graphs. Like, if you can't share the, hey, like, you know, OpenAI's SOTA does this well, and then Anthropic's SOTA does this well, but we're doing this multi-model thing, not multimodal, but multi-model thing, which which is this good, right? You don't even have that, and then you're like ending with like fucking Art Jeopardy CDFs still meaningful. Bitch, you've played like 2 CDFs. Come on, like fake shit. Okay, they have something. I'm not gonna lie, they have something. They do have something. So where is CAI? Oh, this is Alias. So Claude is better than them, I guess. Yeah, Claude is better than them, but they are better than GPT-5. And more about this. It's really not, I don't know. I mean, at least I have this, right? So the thing I was bitching about, like they have something to compare. It's really not enough. This is more like a bachelor's degree project, honestly. Like fancy, definitely well. Like the aesthetics are good on this fucking paper, if you can call it that. But the first dedicates 10,000 hours. Like, is this a fucking paper? Like, who the fuck talks like this shit? Yeah, sure, you've read some Malcolm Gladwell. Fuck you. This is like, ugh. Implications for like, bitch. Come on. Is this like the kind of shit the whole fucking AI industry is like running off of? Are obsolete. Yeah. Do it in front of me, like. This is so bad. Ugh. Ugh. That was a bad waste of time. Teaching or curriculum creation, is that a thing really? Because I can make like a course or something, but I don't know if it's So you can do this if you actually do the work. Same for this. Same for this. Yeah, this is definitely a good point. Like you could so I mean it's still kind of tricky for sure. But if something is already public, like let's say a technique is already public and you're just like doing an analysis on top of it, you're not like really sharing anything, you're not developing anything, it's just kind of like a commentary, right? It can get very tricky and it's a very gray area though. Yeah, all of these things are Yeah, I mean, kinda. It gets into a very gray area, but all of these points are not bad, honestly. It does get into a gray area. Um, obviously, this is the farthest thing. You would not do that. Internal data. Yeah, of course, I'm gonna fucking share internal data and telemetry, bitch. Obviously not. Yeah, so like one of the things I've always been interested in doing was like something like Open WPM. What was it? Yeah, this thing. I don't know what's the. Oh, it is quite recent, huh? I thought it was kind of old. But apparently, it is active. Okay, there's just one guy who's like, wait, what? This is insane. Is this like what? This is bullshit. Like, it's like the world just bullshit now, or what? Who is this guy? Maybe it's not bullshit. I just saw the German. He's German, so I don't know. Maybe it's not bullshit. I mean, just because he's German doesn't mean he's. But yeah, all this is just bullshit. It's like he's asking an AI, like, give me like safe shit to do. But how is he merging? Like, don't you fucking need like access to the repo? Code cover. Like what? How did he get permission to do this? I don't know. This is interesting. Okay, so I guess he is actually into this. Maybe initially he worked on stuff and he got access to it as a maintainer or something, and then yeah, I don't know. Am I just being too salty? And I don't care honestly, but it's definitely weird. That's the only reason why I said all that. So how do you like kind of link? I mean, I have to say it's kind of just weird shit, right? Or no? Like what? Like is this bump migrate? Update to latest version? Like is this what? Bump FF. This is kind of old. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even realize, like, these are kind of spaced out. These are quite close together. Yeah, maybe he just kind of got into it like out of nowhere. Just to like update the whole thing. Yeah, I can get it then. I understand it then. But yeah, something like this. Something like this could be done. Right. What? Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, one advantage of like contributing to existing projects is obviously that it helps with the LOR, right? Yeah, another thing is like just kind of I was thinking like just start interacting on his posts as well. Why? This is so funny. Sex France. This is all fake. Like what is this? That's a Ladybird update. Nice. I'll get into this later. We don't want to waste time, right? I mean, the only question that I can think of asking is probably something on the lines of, uh, It's definitely an interesting thing. I'm gonna put it in the. Yeah, I've already put it there. I should subscribe to this as well. Sure. I know I said like it's gonna get clear today. It has gotten much better. But I think there's still a lot left to be done, honestly. There's just so much still left to be done. Because I thought like I was done with bot detection, but now I'm like, maybe there's stuff that can be done, huh? So yeah, it's like a never-ending thing, honestly. Yeah, I need to look into safe categories. Maybe I can do something there. I don't know. So in terms of LORs, yeah, networking the LORs is super important. These are like people from my company. I can definitely get LORs from them. This guy, this is like a very high up guy in Google. I need like notifications on all of his shit, you know. I don't know if he is on Twitter as well. So I need to go see that. I'm subscribed to this guy. Oh, he's also a magician. I don't care about that. Sorry. He's on Twitter, GitHub, YouTube. I'm already following. LinkedIn. I'm already following. Okay, this is an interesting topic. It's not GPT-4, bitch. It's GPT 5.4. Yeah, I am following this guy. Yeah, what is Orchid? Like, I've heard of it. It's for researchers. There's just so much stuff to do. Anyway, this guy you can. Am I following this guy everywhere? Uh, I think so. Seems recent. Is that all? Is that it? Yeah, so FP scanner is one of those things that I think I should and can contribute to a little bit. Yeah, this is another one. Yeah, I don't know. Content and talks. Where are your fucking profiles, bitch? Yeah, let's put notifications on for this guy. Was I not already following this person? Okay. This guy, I'm not like that fond of. He's kind of well known, right? So he's kind of like a bullshitter, in my opinion. In my professional opinion, he's kind of a bullshitter, but it's fine. It's fine. I still follow this bitch. What are you working on? Not gonna follow him on GitHub. That's for sure. Yeah, no Instagram. This guy, I do follow him everywhere. Again, I'm not a huge fan. But he's kind of well known, so that helps again. I think he did all this shit to get the E1 visa. Why is he still doing this? I don't know. So what are the kind of things that you need? Do you have any Google Scholar stuff? I don't know. I hope not. I mean, he did a master's, so he must have something. Notifications on. Do you not have? Okay, so you are on Twitter. Karan Dwivedi. Sure. Follow you too, bitch. Sienna. Bitches be hot. Nope. No, not much here. Yeah, I guess. I mean, this guy, like, he got like the Einstein visa, right? Which is kind of insane. Like, yeah, I mean, he's probably done good stuff, but honestly, it's like a normal tech cybersecurity career, right? Okay. Someone from Amrita. There was this guy called Jay Bosamia. This guy was like famous kinda. I mean, in my opinion, he is pretty cool, but I don't know if. Okay. Interesting. GitHub, Blue Sky. I'm not on those places, bro. What is he working on? He's into like formal verification. I'm like super bored by that shit. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna follow him. Like he used to be in CTFs. He is definitely a very cool guy, it seems. So that he has a work account as well. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Hey, how many followers do we have on that? A lot. Then he has 27 followers. This is work stuff. Is Blue Sky really that popular? I don't know. This guy's like from the. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe I should move to Blue Sky. I don't know. Let's ask ChatGPT. Versus, what do you call it? Twitter X. If you're in tech, cyber. Yeah. So this is another one. I mean, the cool thing about Mastodon is I have at Abhay. Fuck you. Fuck you. I mean, it's like a specific thing, infosec dot whatever. But still, I should actually. No, I'm not gonna do that. I was thinking. Okay, so there's Ginvile. There's a lot of cool people, but it's just so fragmented and like. Man, Elon, why did you have to get X? I was gonna say Musk. Why is Brian Krebs trending? Did something happen? Wait, what? This is pretty old. I don't know. It's maybe it's good. Yeah, I don't want. This is the best. This is the best edge index I've seen. Yeah, that's this whole thing. Like he's a fucking PhD. Carnegie Mellon. So I think J is this guy. Can you see the cursor? Yeah, you can. This is J. Do I know anybody else? I mean, by no, I mean like no by face. Like all of them are like East Asians, bruh. This is insane. This is fucking insane. There's like one white guy, one Indian. Okay, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white guys, maybe 7, 8, 9. I don't know, 10, 11. 11 white guys. Okay, not bad, not bad. But this is an insane team. Like, this is what it takes to win a fucking DEF CON CTF. Like, imagine replacing this with like GPT-6. That would be insane. I don't believe it's gonna happen, but yeah. Maybe you could replace one of them. But then if you could replace one, you could replace all. By definition, that's what. Yeah, it does. I'm still gonna follow him, even though it seems like he's not here anymore. Yeah, he says he's inactive here. Yeah, I don't want like fucking Blue Sky and Mastodon. It's just annoying. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say. Still the largest tech discussion. Smaller audience. Yeah, I mean, for me, fragmentation is the main issue. Like, also the interface. I guess it's just annoying. Like, what is this shit? Okay, let's go to home. I don't know. Actually, fuck it. Nah, I'm not. I mean, as much as I hate like people leaving X, like it's just I don't know. I'm used to it. I'm gonna be honest. I am used to it. Someone from and oh yeah, obviously this is something that you need to do. So the cool thing about this is like it's still kind of technical. AI kind of puts a dent on your reputation. Like, of course, like with the right people, it doesn't. Like, cool people will still find you cool. But in some sense, yeah, it's definitely kind of annoying. Who's this bitch? UI UX designer. Should I get a what do you call it? Should I get an LOR from Satya Nadella because I'm from the same university? Okay, this person seems kind of famous. I don't know. No. I mean, the thing is like all the people who are from BIOS are gonna be kind of recent. What you really want is there was another guy. His name was He was in. Oh, what about that guy? I mean, none of these people I can use. I'm just curious about this guy. So he is from my college. He's either from my college or he is like some. I don't know. Maybe he's from my college. I don't know. 1 year ago.
Reading code and understanding the correct methodology on how to approach vulnerabilities and threat modeling it.
Like, why do you have 3 LinkedIns? Come on, bruv. Don't scrape LinkedIn, bitch. Okay, this is definitely for scraping LinkedIn. This guy has a lot of followers, apparently. He does repost a lot, so I'm not gonna turn on notifications. Although maybe not. Yeah, he doesn't. Not a lot. Engineer at GitLab. I think he was like really good in there's this guy Anand Prakash, like he is like super famous. This guy used to know that guy, so yeah. Man, it's almost like I almost know somebody who knows like big people, but I don't know anybody myself, which is so sad. Wait, why did this come up? No. Derive. I don't even know, bro.
And stuff like that. I would say, for me, my role revolves around websites. So OSWE has been the most.
Yeah, this guy is definitely cool. And there's another guy who is from maybe Amrita. He was also I don't know. Maybe he's the guy who kind of started all of this. Oh, I don't know, bitch. He definitely had a blog. I remember reading his blog. Oh yeah, this is it. I think I remember reading this one. Maybe. Maybe this one as well. I don't know. I just stopped reading after a bit. Anything recent? Yeah, bro, like I love you, but your fucking name is kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. Did you do anything recently? Externally? Yeah, this is the guy, Pippin. This guy's also, I met this guy. But again, all of these people are young. For GTV, what you want is like an established person. Yeah, it should be this person. Maybe not. Didn't I literally say no. What? Yeah, this guy's also pretty cool. I should definitely connect with him. More mutuals. This guy was also pretty cool. I want to find somebody who is. This guy's also pretty cool, but all of these are like around my age. Is there somebody from Mayo in the tech sector who's famous? Fuck you. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, maybe not. At least from my school, I don't expect, but no. This is. Ah, yeah, this bitch. I don't know if he's like an established person at this point. I'm already connected with him. He's a principal security engineer. I think he looks like a cool guy. Still doing virtual. Like, I love when people do the same shit their entire life. You know? It's like, yes. Okay, this is quite old. Am I following him on X? Nice. Did he post recently? No. But it's fine. Hmm. I also need to figure that out. So I also need to talk to my manager about like how much I can do outside of my job, like related to my job. So at the moment, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna park this. There's of course that stuff. I think this is the big thing, right? So if I can do something, I think like if I can contribute to FP Scanner or something by that guy, that would be kind of useful. But yeah, I think this is kind of like, yeah. LORs, like you'll figure it out for this for bot related stuff. Like, yeah, you need to take some time and figure it out based on like what your manager tells you. Your manager is smart. He'll be able to help you figure out what's good, what's not. Right. Yeah, this is safe stuff, right? So all of this is safe stuff. Safe. That doesn't make any sense naming it that, but yeah, this is safe stuff. So yeah, we've already crossed 3 hours 30 minutes, and I've been yapping so much, like my fucking mouth is dry. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some time for myself, come back. That's but there's also a tip, right? I'm gonna take maybe a 15-minute break. All right, bitches. I'm gonna take a 15 fucking minute break. Let's just organize this. Yeah, I'm gonna take a 15-minute break. I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna do something. We're gonna continue what we were doing. So yeah, this. Yeah, all this can kind of help. Yeah. Study the criteria. Yeah. Literature study. Now I'm gonna go ahead with Enneagram. I know what it looks like. I know I'm just like moving shit around, but it's like, it's fine. Everything comes after the project. The LOR that you're gonna get is gonna come after. Kinda. Obviously, it helps if you work backwards from it, but if you do cool shit, that'll be okay. Publishing the work also kinda. My OCD. Not much. Oh yeah, this is the main thing. Anyway. Yeah, page out. Page out. That's kind of a deadline. I mean, a lot of things have kind of a deadline, bitch. Just realize that soon. Hopefully. I mean, tips are kind of part of. Some of these are. Can we put here? Sure. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll be done with. I'll finish up with. With the thing. You know. Yeah, for talks and publishing stuff, you just kind of need notifications, right? Need notifications for. Yeah. Yeah, you need notifications from your LORs. You need notifications to figure out. Yeah. So places where you can get notifications from LinkedIn, print apps. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you need to be wired basically. And then now this stuff is choosing the project for which you don't need to be wired. Anyway, it's been almost 4 hours. Maybe a lot of it was wasted time. I still have one thing to do, which is watch this video. But also, yeah, I don't really want to yap and like stream while I'm doing it. So I'm gonna just I would say end the stream here and just watch this video in my own time. It was pretty cool. Like even if we did not like work for like 45 minutes, I guess that was 3 hours. 3 hours is a long time. So I am proud of myself. I don't know why this happened today. Maybe because we banned YouTube homepage. I don't think I told you about it. I used Unhook, a Firefox browser extension that you can use to kind of unhook yourself from YouTube, so you can like kind of ban the homepage, among other things. But yeah, I want to get back to all this, and even this, but yeah, there's still so much to do, so fucking much to do. And I need to get back to it, but yeah, I need some time of my own. So I think that's it for today's freaking stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. 0 of you guys. I'll see 0 of you guys tomorrow. So yeah, that's it. Bye bye.